Hello friends, I am Srikant Ganvir. I am currently working as an assistant professor in the Department of Ancient Indian History, Culture and Archaeology, Deccan College, Postgraduate and Research Institute deemed to be University, Pune. I will be presenting on the Buddhist sites of Andhra Pradesh located at Guntapalli, Alluru, Bhattiprolu, Ghantasala, Ramatirtham, Chandavaram, Kapavaram and Adduru. The objective of this module is to highlight architectural and art historical features as well as historical significance of this Buddhist site located at Guntapalli, Alluru, Bhattiprolu, Ghantasala, Ramatirtham, Chandavaram, Kapavaram and Adduru. This module also aims at providing an outline of important Buddhist monastic sites of the region and their potential for Buddhist heritage tourism. Now, let us begin with Guntapalle. Guntapalle, also known as Jilakaragunen, located 40 kilometers from Elluru, was known earlier by the names of Mahanaga Parvat as per the inscription found here. The strategic location of this site in the terms of trade and political context and also in the geographical landscape provided by the presence of narrow deep valley with steep sides gives additional importance to Guntapalle in the region. It is a unique site as not only are the rock cut activities could be seen here, but also structural buildings are also evidenced. The development towards the structural building activities may have been also because of the coarse quality of the rock which was more prone to water seepage and erosion. Due to the suitability and favorable conditions, the rock cut activities are concentrated around the cliff area, whereas the structural activities can be seen around the terraces. We will be discussing rock cut architecture of the site. As has already been mentioned, due to the quality of rock and continuous erosion of the caves, many of the decorations and other elements have been lost to the test of passing time. Still, the group of 4 caves, including 1 Chaitya Gruha and 3 Viharas, is better preserved and forms the most important cave group here. The Chaitya Gruha at Guntapalle is an interesting one. It is the only known and surviving example of rock cut Chaitya Gruha in the Andhra Pradesh. This Chaitya Gruha can be compared to the circular Chaitya Gruhas at Kondivate and Turja Cave number 3, Junnar. The plan of Guntapalle Chaitya consists of facade, a narrow antechamber and a circular chamber. The circular Chaitya houses a monolithic stupa leaving behind a narrow space for the Pradakshina path, that is a circumambulation. Whether this little space was really used for circumambulating is a question. Also, as it is a asteral, no pillars demarcate a separate path for circumambulation as such. Its early date can also be attested because of the kind of influence of the contemporary wooden architecture that can be seen on the decorations of the Chaitya. The facade and the ceiling have a rock cut ribs in imitation of wooden counterparts. The facade decoration looks similar to the one found at Lomas Ruchi. It is a thinner, lighter and longer. The stupa is devoid of any decorations on its under or adhistan. A socket can be seen above the under, which may have been used for attaching a wooden harmika or chatravali. The rock cut viharas at Guntapalle also show the influence of wooden architecture. The veranda fronted by pillars usually found at other rock cut sites is not present in the same manner here. Unlike the Western Indian rock cut viharas, the ones at Guntapalle have roofs which are arched slightly in the middle. 3 arches are carved at the roof which are shown supported by thin protruding columns. The walls of the vihara cells are thinner and they do not open in a center hall or do not have a chatushala plan as such. Overall, The appearance of the viharas resembles a simple thatched roof hut, which may have also been case with a coastal Andhra structural vihara. Now, we will have a brief introduction of structural architecture of the site. The northern terrace of Guntapalle has preserved many structural activities visible in the form of many stupas. Around 30 such stupas are known: shrines, pillared hall or mandapas. The presence of so many stupas around the terrace may be explained by the memorial stupa galleries that are there at Kaneri, Bhaja, Pitarkhora and a few other sites, although this remains just a hypothesis. Compared to the other stupas, one housed inside a circular Chaitya Gruha appears imposing. It is located at the highest altitude of the other stupas. The walls of the Chaitya are thicker compared to the rock cut counterparts of the Guntapalle caves. The stupa, unlike the rock cut one, is decorated with the panels made in white lime. Around 6 Buddha images made in limestone were found near the Pratikshana path and the porch. The pillar hall or mandap may have existed near the cluster of the stupas. Only a few pillars have survived. There are squarish at the top and bottom and octagonal at the center. Stylistically, they can be placed around the 2nd to 1st century before the Common Era. British archaeologist Alexander Ree excavated an apsidal brick built structure in 1889, which may have had a vaulted roof. At the end of this structure is a raised platform, which may have been used to place the object of veneration, most probably a sculpture or an image. A step pathway on a lower level forms the circumambulation path to this inner shrine. Ree came across 2 small limestone Buddha images from the niches at the entrance of this structure. Similar niches may have existed at the front of the inner shrine. 2. A bronze image of Bodhisattva Padmapani engraved with Pratitya Samutpada Gatha was found in an excavation at the northern terrace. The development of this site from stupa worship up to the worship of the Buddha image and then Bodhisattvas is a clear indication of the occupation of this monastic site for a longer time period. Most of them are votive in nature and belong to around the 1st century BC to the 6th century BC. The inscriptions and other aspects have established a close relationship between Cloister Odisha and Cloister Andhra, which may have also influenced the Buddhist establishments along with trade, polity and other areas of life. Thus, although the architectural and monastic developments at Guntapalle have similarities and affinities with many regions, some clear distinctive features evolved at the site itself. A prolonged occupation of the site and transformations in the ritual practices, donations by commoners and royals, distinctive features and its landscape make this site an important one to be visited by students of heritage and a tourist with a taste for ancient past. It is a monument protected by Archaeological Survey of India. How to reach Guntapalle? Guntapalle, sometimes also called Guntapalli, is located 41 kilometers away from Elduru, the nearest town. The nearest airports are Rajamahendravaram, previously known as Rajamundry, and Vijayawada, located 95 and 85 kilometers away respectively. Rainapadu railway station is the nearest railway station at a mere distance of 4 kilometers from Guntapalli, which can be approached via trains from Vijayawada.